Good afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Please permit me to stand on existing protocol. I am Engineer Dr. Gina Utonyo Gina, here representing the Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board. My presentation is going to be very brief, moving from the general to the specific. The Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, as most of us will know by now, was established by the NOGIC Act 2010, and it has two broad goals. The first one is to develop capacity of local supply chain for effective and efficient service delivery to the oil and gas industry without compromising standards. The second one is to implement and enforce the provisions of the NOGIC Act itself. As we all know, the energy dynamics worldwide is going through some changes. We have issues with reverse globalization. Sorry for the slides are not coming on. We have issues with alternative energy. We have issues with increase in global reserves and also of slow economic growth, which means that the oil and gas industry in Nigeria has to be repositioned if we are to compete favorably with the outside world. One of our major achievements or strides has been the funds we have put in the back of industry. $200 million was placed in the back of industry to assist in collaboration with us in giving out loans to Nigerian companies for purpose of capacity building, which is one of our main mandates. It's a single-digit interest. It has a single-digit interest of 8%. For loans. We also have an interest rate of 5% for community contractors, to encourage community contractors. So the loans are stratified. You have for manufacturers and asset acquisition. Then you also have for service industries. And the tenure is up to 5 years with a single obligor limit of 10 million US dollars. We have also contributed or contributing in line with our vision in repositioning the economy of the country through the oil and gas industry. One of those strides is the establishment of oil and gas parks in the country, and this is in progress right now as we speak. We are also assisting to make the building of modular refineries in Nigeria a reality by collaborating with Walter Smith to build a modular refinery in Ibegwe in Imo State. So we're actively involved in that also. Of course, we have some opportunities and challenges in the industry which cannot be addressed completely during this program. Now, going to the specifics, the chairman of PLAN had told us that there's a correlation between pipeline density and the well-being of a country's economy. So, if you are to take the human analogy, the vessels in your body, the veins and the arteries, are like the pipelines of a country. So he has showed us that if you don't have enough pipeline density in your country, it shows your economy is weak. And I remember doctors used to tell us in those days that if you don't have enough blood, you are suffering from anemia, if I remember correctly. So what that means is, if you don't have enough pipelines to move your economy, the economy is weak, the country is weak economically, and that also applies to us as human beings when enough blood is not flowing in our body. Now, the board is a very pragmatic organization. So from inception, we recognize the importance of what the chairman has said today, and we embarked on the establishment or ensuring that Nigeria crosses that obstacle of having no pipeline manufacturing facility in country. So as we speak today, I'm sure most of us are aware that due to the support of the board, we now have some world-class pipe mills in country. We have in Abuja here, we have in Lagos, and some are still coming up in other areas. Not only the pipelines, not only the pipes, we also have world-class threading and coating facilities in country. All this is due to the support the board is giving to Nigerian companies, and of course the instrumentality of the law. So that is on pipelines, and the board is still doing more on that. Then security, which is the other part of the discourse of this conference. With the NORGIC Act, one of the major thrusts is to integrate the oil and gas producing communities into the oil and gas value chain. For us at NCDMB, this means getting the community contractors and individuals to be part of the operations in their communities. So we are doing that because the Act empowers us to do that. We are also further encouraged by the federal government's 7 big wins, which also states that host community contractors and personnel must be involved in the activities in their domain. So we believe if you keep the host community people involved, then there won't be any free time to cause any form of disruption in the Niger Delta area. So that's our take on security in the Niger Delta. I want to thank PLAN for organizing this conference and thank all of us for listening. Thank you very much.